All right. So, welcome back to the Stormcaller's Fury from a long hiatus. So I will give you a little rundown of recent events, shall we say, because it has been a little while. We found the party making their way from where we started the story over in Iridis Coast over to the dwarven capital of Cardunor in the jagged lands of Dolorum, in search of Zephyr's mum. There were talks of a elemental aligned woman with blue skin that you decided you were going to go see if you could find, alongside all the different tinkering and engineering things that Kalanthar had heard from some of the dwarves. Finding yourselves over in Cardunor, we did quite a long time in this massive dwarven city, with you guys exploring different things like the sootways, delving underneath the city as you went in search of proof to usurp the voice of the king, who was essentially trying to push outsiders out of the city and had tried to kill the Lady Kasvira, who was revealed to be your mother. Diving beneath the city, we came in contact with Glimmerkiltan, the goblin city known for its neon lights and rave-like drumming. We met a small collective called the Scrap Gang, a group of goblins who were very much causing mischief for the rest of the dwarven kind, as well as a drow citadel in which they were having a lot of trouble with, as these drow were riding creatures known as Scavren, which were giant fey bats. Things went a little bit awry as a party member, Persephone, went missing, taken by one of the drow. You decided to obviously go and rescue her, and along the way found yourselves with one party member falling to die. He died. Not to mention coming into contact with a long forgotten creature of this realm, an ancient blue dragon by the name of Aelthrix, who it would appear used to be one of the mounts for the royal family of the elemental or plane of air, also known as Zephyr's very dysfunctional family. But yes, having Keenan fall down amidst the infiltration of Harkar-Sul, the Drow Citadel, you then opted to finally defeat the matriarch before carrying his body back to Glimmerkiltan, where, performing a ritual that you weren't sure if it worked or not, he was restored back to life, but with a small change to his appearance, having lost the use of one eye. Nevertheless, moving on from there, we usurped the Seneschal. He has been arrested and gone, and you descended through Gambler's Run, this massive 200 long mile river, all the way to the bottom of the jagged lands of Dolorum, to Barklos, the small town where you encountered some more elementals who had been displaced, some water elementals, and rather than completely defeating them all, you instead made a deal with their father, who granted you a favor should he come across you again. And we moved on with you exploring a little bit more of the towns to the south, doing some professions, some work, whether or not they were successful or not. And during Keenan's work, he encountered a woman known as Lady Sunshard, who appeared to be some sort of cultural diplomat from the elemental city of Tazisraela, and later on revealed, much to his mistake, to be a woman named Mael, a seraph elf, who had mistaken Zephyr for an agent of the Stormcaller, and instead opted to try and kill him, or threaten to kill him, also displaying some chronomancy, some magic of time sorcery that you weren't sure quite how she could do it, and it was definitely an art that was long lost to the ages. It was later revealed, as well as Kalanthar had the dream to understand that Mael was in fact once betrothed to the Lord of Storms, the Stormcaller himself, and was a great friend of Venra, Venra Casfira, Zephyr's mum. And upon Zephyr telling her mother that Mael was still alive, she was instructed to leave immediately and got the sense that Venra was going to have a little conversation with Mael. And we weren't too sure as to the positive or negative outcome of that conversation as we continued onwards. Journeying through forests and fog, we had a little bit of trouble with you guys trying to make your way out of the forest, also encountering some Anivi, some small ancient fae tricksters that had stolen part of Zephyr's gear during the night. However, with all of that having happened, your option to go to Taz's Rayla to essentially get more supplies, as you realized that your best bet for recovering a companion of Kalanthar's, as well as exploring some of the ominous background that has been revealed to Nemessa, was in fact to visit the Shimmering Balls and take a portal all the way down to the pit, to hell, and try and figure out if you could rescue her. That being said, Nim was revealed a few teachings by her mentor, shall we say, Sinara, during a dream as she prayed to the Guardian, that healing magic itself, the magic of healing, would not function during your time in the hell, and as such you recognize that you would need more supplies. Given that Taz's Rayla was one of the biggest cities, it is the capital city of Cerelia, which is another kingdom, and it's right next to the Spirewood where the Shimmering Pools are, you took the option instead to head down to this capital city, opting into potential danger given that Zephyrel is an elemental herself, and a lot of people are looking for people like her. But it has been a few weeks since we left you guys. Finding you in the city of Taz's Rayla, the city of spirals, as the festival of the Shade Light is due to start this week. A plethora of masks and lanterns, streamers and colors and ribbons. We find ourselves joining the party, and I would like you guys to let me know, what have you been up to in order to sort of cajole money to buy supplies for your journey forwards? Keenan, what have you been up to?
Keenan has been performing in more ways than one, wherever we stop.
Amazing. Okay. Can you make me a profession check? So this will be your performance, plus your proficiency.
You're gonna love this. That's a 34.
34. Jesus.
I rolled a nat 20.
Natural 20. Okay.
Ian's been doing some back-breaking performance.
Absolute back-breaking performance.
Just returning every night dehydrated.
Yeah.
Okay, you can mark down 604 gold.
Thank you.
As
nice,
you
Nicky.
have during the past few weeks, essentially wormed your way into what's known as the upper quarter, the first, or rather the second spiral of this city, which is the wealthy district. It's where the nobles live. It's where a good portion of not so much merchants, but it's anyone with a name, anyone with a title. All of the wealthy people live in the noble district, which is the second spiral of the city. You do notice that each of the districts have very much unique themes. Some have crystalline structures for what were the Air Genasi and have now been taken over by elves and humans. There are sort of lush grove work buildings with very flat roofs for the Earth Genasi. There's some flame-lit towers for anyone who is a Pyekin and a Fire Genasi, and there's a lot of canals and sort of water-filled areas for anyone that is aligned with the plane of water. Throughout these weeks, you guys have seen, again, just a variety of different races and cultures. It is one of the most varied set of people that you've ever seen. There are turtles and lizard folk. There are all of these different elemental aligned races. There are some Yanti, some snake people. There are, of course, every now and then you see floating above the cities, there are these armored winged guards that you know as flit dancers. It is very much a completely different world as you've been exploring it. But yes, 604 gold, and you have a bit of a name for yourself with the wealthy people of this district.
Amazing. Can I do something else? So this isn't to earn money, but just while we're here, is he will try to kind of like make contact with like Thieves Guild, like local collection of thieves, partly to fence the stuff that he stole from the party way back when, but also partly to make contacts.
Okay. I would say yes. You are able to get yourself in with them. Make me another persuasion roll.
Okay. Whoa. That's a 22.
22. That is impressive. Cool. 22. Remind me how much gear you stole from the party?
It was about. I just got a note of like 100 gold worth of jewelry.
Cool. I would say you are able to offload all of that jewelry if you wanted to.
Amazing. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else?
I guess I'll go. I think Cannon would kind of like, after the work that we were doing along the road, he kind of like, depending on what we were traveling through, if he was in like a town that had a bit more trade, he'd try and like work on his skills with like the jewelry side and everything like that. And then when we're on the more outskirt towns or like more rural areas, he'd probably go for the sort of like bandit jobs like we did before. It's like a half and half situation. So I don't know how you'd like to roll for that.
Make me a performance check.
Straight. That's 14.
I'd say you can pick up 90 gold
Mm-hmm.
from the jewelry. And then make me a survival check.
How much was that called again? Sorry, was it 80?
90.
90. Okay, no, that's fine. So that'd be a 15. The survival.
Okay, and another 60 from your bounties.
Okay. That'll be me. Let's go next.
I think Nim would have been on the lookout for, like, I guess, merchants or shop owners and trying to kind of fetch and deliver sort of stuff. So someone wants this thing delivered here or needs like looking for some herbs. She's kind of happy to go and on the run around a little bit and hope that she can get some more information about the city while she's also earning them money.
Okay. Make me a persuasion roll to start off with. We'll see if anyone will actually do business with you.
Yeah. 16.
Okay. 16. Do-do-do. And since this is fetch and deliver, can you make me an athletics roll?
I can indeed. That is a dirty 20.
Very nice. You're able to pick up 130 gold in total. And what sort of information are you trying to get from these merchants?
She's more like trying to get the lay of the land in the city, like where is going to be the really crowded areas where there's kind of lots of stuff going on. Where is the places that like we would stick out a bit more, and like basically she's trying to understand how they can kind of lay low, because she knows that they need to lay low, especially with like the whole attempted kidnap they've just been through. So she's trying to figure out like where the safest areas for them to be in the city are, which places to avoid, and more just kind of like picking up the vibe of the area.
For the city itself, this is very much a metropolis. So there are sort of smaller taverns and sort of restaurant areas, alleyways, and some portion of the housing towards the lower rings of the city. So there's an agricultural and sort of military mercenary spirals. Those are sort of packed a lot of the time, in a way that it wouldn't be hard for you guys to look normal. There are a lot of elves here. There are a lot of genasi. There's a few tieflings sort of roaming around. But most of the time, no one would really bat an eye when you guys are walking around. It's only when you start getting up to the sort of second spiral and above. So the city sits in its center. There is a citadel, and then from the spirals descending depends on what level of sort of hierarchy in the city you are. So you have the first spiral is a lot of houses and homes for the highest ranking nobles and the elemental council, and the second one is all the noble district, which is a lot of the time where Keenan goes to talk to some of his clients, shall we say. The third one is sort of arcane bazaars and artisans, so it's a lot of markets and workshops. And then residential areas is the fourth one, and then military is the fifth, and the outer land for the final spiral is a lot of agriculture and sort of crops grown in very geometric patterns and forests and things like that.
Okay. So yeah, she kind of, I guess she would share with the others that, like, especially Zephyr, she'd be like, I know that you kind of live here, and you've probably kind of got a bit of an understanding, but like at the moment, where we've got a better chance if we stay further out of the city to like keep you a bit under wraps. Especially not following Keenan where he's going, because that will get us in trouble. So unless we all want to follow in Keenan's footsteps, yeah, let's stay further out on the edge of the city.
Okay. Let me just check something real quick. Sorry about that. I could smell food and I hoped that I hadn't left the oven on or something. So we've got Keenan, Callum, Nim, Zephyr. My first question is, how have you been trying to disguise yourself?
Yeah, so Zephyr has been I think it was Callan had made a something for Zephyr that had given her, was it like a headband?
It was the antler thing, yeah.
Yeah. It was like basically made it look like she has horns. So it she looks more tiefling-esque than elf was what she was trying to like go for initially, as well as like just kind of trying to keep like her hood up as much as possible, just with like the horns like just peeking out, just so that, you know, to anyone who kind of looks her way, it just looks like she's kind of trying to keep a low profile, but they'd catch sight of the horns and like, okay, not the person we're looking, not like, yeah, what we're looking for.
Okay, can you make me a stealth check and we'll give you advantage?
So if I normally have disadvantage for stealth because of heavy armor,
so this
does
would
that
be,
apply in this game?
this is slightly different because this is more you trying to act differently than
No,
what you are.
yeah. Then the trying to, yes. Okay. Then stealth. So these with advantage. Nat 20.
Damn, natural 20. Okay, and what would you be trying to work? Would you be trying to sort of find some more information, given that you are from this city?
Yeah. So I think with being from here and also having like the feature like with her background of like supply chain, so having retaining like connections with other merchants and things, especially in this area, I think she would have tried to like reach out to people she remembered as being like good friends with not necessarily good friends with her father, but just like very trustworthy people, very like not the people who would be, I guess, like black market type people. It'd just be the people that she thinks would like be the least likely to sell her out if they were to catch on to like who she is. So yeah, she try and kind of get some information of what's going on in general, but also her way of trying to like continue to contribute, because she doesn't obviously want to be too visible and too like drawing too much attention, is she uses her skills of knowing many languages, and offers like help with things like documents, translations, things like that.
Okay.
Like, yeah, more like, I think trying to spread the word out, and then like having anyone who like wants to use her services like funnel through either one of the others, probably, just to like, so that she sees as few people as possible.
Okay. Yeah, make me a persuasion roll. We'll see how well this goes. Persuasion.
That was a nat one. Yay!
Okay. And then make me a performance check with proficiency.
Sorry, with proficiency.
Yes.
What would that be? I forget what does proficiency add to?
+3.
So that'll be 7.
Some low rolls. God damn.
Yeah, I started good, and then it all went to.
Okay, so you only
shit.
managed to get about 40 gold from your services.
Okay.
You do seem to find that a lot of people in this city speak more than one language. There is a lot of primordial you notice in the streets. Well, you're from here. That's goes on in the streets. A lot of elven primordial. There's even some sylvan that's spread around a lot of the time. So a good portion of them don't need your services.
Wow, rude.
Yeah. I would say a sort of middle-aged fire genasi who works the cargo routes between the Outer Wards and the Arcane Bazaar. When you go to talk to them, you sort of clock on that they are, amidst moving the different sort of carriages and wagons and stuff, you can see that throughout the spirals of the city there are channels being built, sort of these tall walls in between each of the spirals that are being slowly constructed, and you can see pieces of like wooden scaffolding all over portions of the city. It appears like they're building some sort of network to link one spiral to another, sort of further than just walking up them. On those low rolls, you don't get much information other than everyone's preparing for the festival. You understand that there's been a lot of sort of busy crossings of people throughout the city of late. And I would say you come into contact with like a clerk who's writing some documents for things coming into the city, so customs. There's a wood elf who runs a courier and messaging service between all the different spirals. You also, as you're talking with this fire genasi woman sort of towards the agricultural area, you notice they're around there and the military district. There seem to be these massive sort of dome-like structures being built. There's 4 of them, and they seem to all connect together with a final dome in the middle. It appears that the Kingdom of Cyrulia are building some arenas for people to come and watch combat. They are building a place for games to take place. But yes, on those low rolls, nothing else that sort of comes your way. Okay. Given that... Okay. Given that you guys have been in the city for a while, I will say that you are staying in a residential district in a very small, pokey little tenement that has but 4 rooms, if you could barely call them that. And we will pick up the day on the start of the festival, which doesn't immediately begin with like massive amounts of light and fireworks and things like that, and it is literally a sort of a building crescendo. So you see a lot more people milling about. Keenan will notice as he's coming back from the noble district through the sort of merchant area and the markets that there are a huge amount of people at the moment. They all seem to be beginning to sort of paint portions of their faces with like runic symbols for different elements. A couple of people you notice are walking by and they're wearing silver masks on their face with like a hood over it. You would come to understand is the image of the Shadelight Monarch, who is the ruler of this city. There does seem to be a little bit more momentum, but you guys are free to essentially explore an avenue in the city that you might want to sort of tunnel vision your way down to. But yeah, we find you guys sitting outside one of the smaller taverns, probably watching Keenan arrive from his late night work, whatever that was. You've all had breakfast, you've all gotten ready for the day with whatever things you might want to bring with you. What do you think's on the topic of discussion at that table for the morning?
I think we'll be discussing our preparations for going to hell. So
yeah.
what supplies do we need? How are we going to get there? Plan once we're there that will be thrown up, ripped up, thrown away, and just make a new plan. Yeah, I think that will be kind of quite often the topic of conversation.
I think seeing the masks around from the locals for the festivities, kind of maybe trying to eye out who's selling them to see if we can get one for each of us, just to try and blend in a bit better.
Honestly, anyone and everyone. Every merchant, it really depends on what sort of quality or what style you want. So depending on if you find when you come into contact with say an Earth Genasi based market stall, it will be a lot of like vines and roots and cool. A lot of them are made from wood. Whereas if you came into contact with a water Genasi, a lot of the times it will be sort of a metallic blue. Which is another thing that you notice, that a lot of the guards themselves are all dressed in different colors in terms of they're all wearing metal and leather armor, but depending on what sort of affiliation.
So it's more of an origin rather than rank type thing.
No, so there are ranks, but they all seem to be wearing different colors depending on, you would guess, Zephyr would know which element they are imbued with. So if they're wearing red, you know that they can or have an aspect of fire. And there's blue, and they sort of do intermingle depending on where they're working, but a lot of the time they have specific colors attributed to specific jobs.
Okay.
Guys, if I wear red, is that gonna clash with me?
No, it will compliment you.
Red it is then. Red it is.
I think I'd go for the water, like the bluer style, and you probably look for some similar to how we had in Cardinal. You'll probably look for some sort of like festive attire that's a bit looser, not armored, so you can kind of not look as like as a merc walking through the street. So I was in town. So I'd probably look for like, that sort of like kimono style, like we talked about before, something like that. Just something a bit loose fitting that you can wear around the city as well. And then for one, if we're doing like a couple of days of stuff, if Keenan's like going up to the upper district, Callum will like try to follow one of the days and check out the crafters in that higher tier at some point.
Yeah, I can escort you up. Keenan will go for a very fancy mask. I put a picture of it in Discord chat. Venetian style, gold trim, deep blue, with musical notes on the kind of just on the brow.
Okay.
Very keen. When does is it currently like the festival, or is it just like preparation at the moment?
So this is the first day of the festival.
Okay. I think Nim would like to go and experience the festival. She'll go over to Zephyr and be like, Do you have any plans today? Do you want to go take me to see the festival? I really want to see the festival.
No plans. Yeah, we can go. And she like pulls her a little further down and is just like, yeah. As long as we don't make a big deal and people look at us, I think we should be okay.
Amazing. I will be on my best behavior. She has this like big grin on her face. She's like, this is the best. This is the best day.
Okay. Zephyr, you take your companions up to the bazaar and the market stall district, and you sort of bring them through a set of alleyways, and there's a moment where the rest of you are sort of looking as if maybe she's duped you and she is in fact going to steal all of your money, before she quickly darts up the backside of this rather large, big looking building, and you can see a set of stonework stairs that sort of wind up this sort of back wall in a very tight, high alleyway. There's not a lot of other places to go, and as she leads you up, it sort of opens out into this massive rooftop garden, and you can see benches and tables, and she appears to have brought you to the roof of a tavern as people are sort of milling about and drinking as the sun is rising. And all across the market street you can see there is a slow procession moving from the residential spiral where you've just come from towards the arcane bazaar, headed up towards the final two spirals, and then the Vasilra Citadel, which is this floating citadel. You can see there are artisans, performers, jugglers, there's some soldiers and visiting travelers, there are musicians with drums and bells and wind chimes. And once again, you can see the different elemental aligned masks where people are sort of picking what ones they want to. So you see a lot of bark and stone, some red glass and polished metal, some pearl and painted scales, some winged cloaks, and feathered masks. And you notice that in the procession, the sort of air-aligned ones are towards the back as they are sort of pushed through. and I would say you can see all of these people begin as the music begins to sort of arise. Everyone begins to drink, everyone begins to have a little bit more fun, and it does lend itself to a little bit more mirth as you were all moving through. What would we like to do, seeing this sort of procession move through?
Zephyr, are we allowed to join the procession, or is this a watch and observe kind of situation?
Yeah. What would Zephyr know about that? Would she know that they could join along, or?
Yeah, anyone can join. That's the point. It's like a it's sort of each person adds to it as they move up the spiral.
Yeah, it's encouraged even.
Amazing. And Nim just kind of like runs and joins in, and she's like trying to like dance along with them and kind of be involved, but she's rhythmically challenged. Is I think the nicest word for Nim. She's like trying, but she's just not very good. But she's like having a blast.
I think Keenan's as excited to join the procession as Nim is, so I think he would be alongside her, like matching pace as we join the procession, and then he will move her, like, you know, dance with her, but keep her in rhythm and skip along with her and things, so it's not terrible.
That's so cute. This makes Nim very happy. She just has the biggest grin on her face. She's like, this is the best thing ever.
Zephyr would like kind of join in and then try and like find herself like right in the middle of like the crowd, just to try and blend in as much as possible.
Okay. 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 As you follow the procession leading into the majority of the Arcane Bazaar, you can see the first festival competitions are beginning. There are different it's not really a structured tournament, it's just sort of like small competitions and public challenges. You can see there's some artists creating glasswork masks, and they seem to be you can see a sort of sand timer next to them, so they seem to have some sort of time constraints. There are a couple of bards competing against each other. There's someone sitting at a table, and you can see he's got a blindfold on, and they are smelling different vials with liquids in it, and trying to guess which ones have which ingredients. There's weaponsmiths judging tools and teaching other people to sort of smith small daggers. You can see a storytelling contest. There's a little stage where this performer and is talking to a bunch of people seated cross-legged on the ground, and they're all telling different stories in amongst each other. As you come into that, do you want to let me know what your interest is drawn to? Whether or not you are going to focus in on the festival itself or keep an eye out on the surroundings.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
What's their reaction to the Steel Defender in this city? Because I just realized I didn't disguise it, but it is technically with us.
As you move in with the procession, there is a moment where you look at everyone, and I'd say you've forgotten up until that point. And you're like, oh, shit. And you look around, and people are like, you watch a small girl run past and then place like a flower crown Like she jumps up and places a flower crown on it. It seems to be that they've assumed that this is some form of the parade, and they don't know that it's not completely like a magical construction.
Yeah. Okay.
They've just assumed that it's part of whatever this is meant to be.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure they weren't going to freak her, because I totally forgot who was with us.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's so unusual that they just accept it. It's nothing that would sort of stop them in. They're like, oh yeah, it's the festival. That's a weird thing. Move on.
Sorry about I interrupted you. Say that before.
I mean, we can start with you. What are you drawn to? Or are you keeping an eye on the crowd?
I think for Callan he will be drawn to the smithing one with the chains and the daggers and stuff, and he will like take an interest and then set up shop kind of next to them and just try and learn a little bit because he hasn't done any weaponsmithing himself.
Okay. Do you want to make me a performance roll?
Sure.
And given that you are proficient in Smith's tools, you can add +3.
So it's 19.
19. Let's go. Yeah, you're watching this person sort of begin to teach people, and as you become sort of leaning further and further in, after a while, you notice that this sort of very burly, sandy coloured tiefling sort of grabs a hold of you and sort of shoves you in front of an and you begin tinkering away, and you keep getting little tips from him where he's leaning over and being like, you need to adjust that. So you are lost into the sort of smithing work.
Add a little bit of flair to it just for funsies, so it's 19. As I'm like working along, I'll just kind of like signal to the defender as I'm there, and it's chucking me different size hammers as I'm like tinkering away with different bits. So it's like a mini show for them as I'm doing it.
Okay. Nim.
Yes. Honestly, I think that Nim is gonna get really distracted by like the dancing and the festival itself, and kind of like just throw herself in and try and almost experience as much of it as she can. She's gonna tell herself, I'm also gonna keep an eye out and make sure everyone's safe. But she is also like, this is not a thing where she's from. Like, they do not have these like big, essentially she sees this as like a huge party, and she's like, oh my god, what is this? The whole city is having a party at the same time. This is amazing. And because she's from such a small town, she's like very much, everyone's gonna be friendly. It's gonna be great. Like, nothing bad's gonna happen here. But she's very much gonna get like carried away, but will tell herself that she's gonna keep an eye on the party, but will just not manage to. But yeah, I don't think she'll have like a specific focus. She's just like tries to get involved literally in as much as she can. I feel like she'll be a kid in a candy store kind of thing. She's like, oh my god, this thing. Oh my god, and have you seen that? And yeah, that's Nim's energy right now.
Okay. Keenan.
So Keenan will be watching the crowd, but primarily it's to keep an eye on Zephyr.
Mm-hmm.
So although he won't look directly at her or make it seem like they're together, if he'll be just surveying the crowd constantly, and if someone like looks for a second too long, he'll distract them with like a minor illusion behind them of like a firework going off, or he'll somersault to break someone's eye line so that she can then blend into the crowd. So he's just constantly doing that, just running interference.
Okay, can you make me a perception check to try and see if you can spot who is watching?
I should also say I'm wearing my glasses, so I'm probably tripping out big time. That's a 15.
15. I would say there is a moment where you catch off away from the procession, sort of lingering, like a lot of people are, sort of stood around stalls and things like that. There's 3 people who are pretending, as far as you can tell, to sit outside a tavern, and one of them is sort of low head looking at Zephyr as she sort of moves throughout the procession. You do notice that some of the other people wearing sort of air-styled masks, they also sort of follow that eye line, but they do seem to focus over on Zephyr for a moment. And as you break their eye line, they sort of look away and go back to looking at the rest of the procession.
Yep, just gonna keep doing that. And if he gets too freaky nervous with anyone looking at Zephyr, he's just gonna bump into her and cast invisibility, so she just disappears completely.
Okay.
Just saying like I'm ready in that action.
Okay. And Zephyr.
Zephyr's going to be very much keeping an eye on the crowd. She's got Ether with her as well, so it's more for Ether's sake than her own.
Okay. Can you make me a perception check?
Yes. So 23.
Okay. I would say you do spot these 3 people sort of lingering as they are. You can see one is wearing essentially a long dusted coat, the sort of tails outwards. It seems to be in a lot of like threads of crimson and sapphire. They have a mask of their own that they have placed on their head. It's like this arcing, curled flame mask that sort of curls upwards in blacks and reds. But their eyes, as Keenan noted, are completely fixed on you, and they seem to be sort of tracking you through the crowd. Stood next to him, you can see what appears to be some sort of taller elven woman, you would guess. Sort of long brownish hair. They don't seem to be armored in any way other than sort of simple leathers. And they are just like leaning against the table, drinking out of the mug. They don't seem to be looking at you. It only seems to be one of the people.
So they're not. How far away are they?
Easily further than 100 feet, maybe more.
And sorry, did you say they were actively getting closer, or?
No, so they're sat outside a tavern.
Okay.
2 of them are pretending. 2 of them are drinking, and the third one's pretending to drink as they're watching where you are.
Zephyr will look to the rest of them just to try and see if she notices if any of them have caught sight of this at all. Probably towards Keenan probably the most. I think she would expect him to also be like watching others around.
Okay. As the procession moves onwards, it does seem to begin to pull each of you one by one into the flow, almost like a river of people that begin to move further on into an upper portion of where the arcane bazaar is. The sort of, it goes from merchant stalls up into sort of hanging threads and materials across the rooftops, and a lot more magic is being dealt with here. There are a lot more people in masks, and as you're moving along, you can see that suspended platforms between different portions of the houses, joined by rope bridges. There's some floating stairways and narrow paths, and floating above some of the more larger buildings, you can see there are more elaborate masks. There is like a hot metal sugar incense smell to the air, and you can see that some people in the forward portion of the procession now are taking these new masks, and you can see like a moon-faced one sort of weeps silver light as if it's crying, almost like a panto mask. There's a water genasi one, a pearl and shell one that seems to be sort of humming a very harmonic sound of water crashing against against sand. So you guess these ones are imbued with magic. And as the four of you are sort of pulled away, you don't notice the three people. They don't move. They stay at their table. Zephyr, can you make me a dexterity saving throw?
Yes. 14.
Okay. A hand sort of pulls out, and as this throng of people push everyone forwards, you're pushed more towards the front of the procession. And this hand sort of guides you round to this stall, and standing in front of the stall, having pulled you, you can see quite a elderly looking male. What is he? Quite an elderly looking male turtle. Sort of massive shell. You can see sort of different pieces of earth and vines are sort of growing from different places on his body. You can see tassels and ribbons sort of draped and threaded into pieces of his shell. You can see that he's got pearlescent seashells over some portions of it, and on his face, though he is a tortoise and it's kind of obvious what he is, you can see this very elaborate looking cloud mask, and this is the person that has pulled you to his stall. He, having pulled you, looks at you for a minute. Can you make me an insight check?
Yes. Insight. That's a 12.
Okay. They reach up and gently correct where a portion of your mask has sort of slipped down, and in the push of the people, the circlet holding your horns has sort of slipped a little bit, and he like rewrites that for you, and then motions to a table, sort of a material sort of draped over the top, and on it you can see different styles of these masks that are imbued with some illusory magic. And as he does, he picks one up, this very elegantly like light blue. It covers a wider portion of your face, and sort of tilts down on one side, almost Phantom of the Opera-esque, to cover a bit more of where your face is, and sort of offers it to you. And as he does, you can see that there are sort of swirling motifs of, you would guess, blue arcane fire on it, and offers it to you.
Mm. Zephyr's looking like, I think she's a bit worried, like she's very hesitant about all of this. Who are you?
Make me a perception check.
That's an 18.
On an 18, you see a little bit of amusement, and they sort of lean in a little bit so no one else can hear what he's about to say. And quite a thick, you would understand it as a very sort of, it's primordial, so it's a very sort of guttural accent. He says, isn't that the question? And then sort of moves back a little bit.
She just like continues to look confused, and she's like, yeah, that is the question that I just asked you.
Look, you have the wrong mask on, that's all. And he goes to take the one that you're wearing off.
Her hand goes up like to catch his hand, like she's like, why are you touching me?
Okay, can you make me a wisdom save?
Wisdom save, go. That's a 23.
Okay, you feel magic begin to pour off of him onto you, as he tries to stop you from moving your hand.
Is she able to, like, can she counterspell?
If you want to, yeah.
Yeah, she'll counterspell.
Ooh, okay.
You just go off and perform magic on someone you don't know.
At what
That's the
level?
consent. Well, I think she can only. I think she can only do it at third level.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, third level.
As you counterspell, he sort of like tilts his head. He's like, "Forgive me. I mean you no harm. I simply... Perhaps you would want to try on this mask?"
What's different? Why would I want your mask? You haven't even told me who you are.
As I said, that is the question. But let's just say there are many new things happening in the world, and you carry the wrong element with you.
Okay. Wait, look, one sec. No. Trying to see if I have anything that would be useful in this specific scenario, but I don't think I do. What was, I already rolled insight, right? I was like,
You did.
Yeah. So how does she, like, does he seem like he's not necessarily good or bad, but like being honest to Zephyr?
I would say if he wanted to harm you, he probably wouldn't have gone... Clearly, he can cast spells. So if he wanted to harm you, you don't think he would have gone for something that's just simply to stop you from doing something. The rest I leave
Zephyr
down to your interpretation.
Zephyr will take the mask, and like kind of without her gaze leaving him, like put the mask on, but like herself, like making sure that he's not the one to put it on her.
Okay. As you place it on your face, Keenan, you're watching this interaction from a little bit further back, trying to move yourself through the crowd just in case something bad happens. With your glasses on, you, as you're getting closer, can see him try and hold her hand with magic. And as she places the mask on her face, you see a rush of new magic all over her. There seems to be evocation. And as she does, the sort of gentle sort of movement of air that moves around her, you see turn into bright blue flame, as if she is a tiefling and this is her aura. Sort of masking your natural air element. How close? Actually, we'll find out. Make me either athletics or acrobatics, Keenan, and this is to see how close you can get to the two of them, trying to push through this crowd.
Not very close. Acrobatics for 6.
Yeah, you sort of go to like begin to, to be able to sort of hop, skip, or do some form of more elaborate parkour. Acrobatics to get through this crowd. You would need a little bit of momentum, and as you go to run, you're sort of caught amongst more people, and there's no way for you to build that momentum to then jump. Zephyr, what would you like to do as this wave of blue flame takes on an aura around you?
She'll look down, like kind of pat herself, like check herself out, like to make sure she's not like harmed in any way.
There is no actual fire.
Yeah, but she's like, okay. And then, she'll go, "Why are you helping me?"
Maybe a persuasion roll.
This very tight-lipped person. Persuasion. He's 13.
He sort of looks to his right down towards Keenan. And as he takes a step back, he says, "Because you asked." And the crowd begins to move you away from him.
Zephyr watches him leave. She doesn't try and follow. And it's more to check on Ether, like as he passes, like just because she didn't want to kind of obviously do it in front of him.
Yeah. Okay. As the party coalesces back into the procession spills out into another courtyard, sort of taking away the momentum of all of these people moving at once. You can see through broad different ceremonial stairways, now that you're in the portion of the Arcane Bazaar, you can see that there are big doors that form the wall that leads into the wealthy district, and the procession is moving up that way. And they have constructed sort of these beautiful curling ceremonial stairways that go, rather than through the normal gates, they go over the wall. And you can see that the stairway is covered in hundreds of long silk ribbons. As you draw closer, you can see people writing on a piece of ribbon and then sort of like tying it to the stairwell before they make the climb up and over towards the wealthy district. And the four of you are back together again.
That's a very impressive mask that you picked up, Zephyr.
Yeah, you look great.
I don't know who that was, but it just kept saying that is the question. I asked why they're helping, and they just said because I asked. I didn't ask. Did I ask? Who did I ask? Do you know who that was?
No, maybe.
Couldn't get close enough to see.
I mean,
Did you join him?
If he gave you a magic mask, maybe he was wearing a magic.
Yeah.
That would be my only guess. Like,
Even though it's like an illusion, like what's kind of projected on her, is she still able to like feel the wind like moving around her like as she normally does, or has that been suppressed?
No, so essentially what this mask has done is as your aura of air moves around, the fire is exactly over the top of it.
Okay,
so
gotcha.
You would
It
guess
hasn't
that
changed
maybe
anything,
if a fire genasi had a similar aura, then it would look quite similar to this.
Yeah.
Or some tieflings. And essentially what they've done is they've, rather than replacing your aura, which is really hard to do, they have just layered something over the top of it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm okay, and Ether seems to be okay.
So maybe you've got like that divine stuff going on. Did you like pray for help before we came in here? Like maybe it's divine intervention.
I don't think so. It's never really helped me before.
Well, you grew up here, right? Maybe it's someone that knows you but didn't want to give anything away? Like an old family friend or something?
Didn't really have many friends. Maybe it was my dad's friend. I don't know. I didn't recognize. I'm guessing like there was no recognition in like voice or anything.
No, not as far as you could tell.
I didn't recognize any part of them.
yeah, maybe they did know your dad, and kind of he recognized you, and then thought, oh, maybe I should help her. I don't know.
Yeah.
Seems a bit weird that he would just keep saying, that is the question. Like, huh?
Yeah.
It's just a weird answer.
I guess I just count myself lucky, I suppose.
Yeah.
Just another thing to help hide a little bit more. Do we want to continue?
Yeah, let's carry on so that we don't stick out. I can have a look at that mask later for you to see if I can work out exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Just in case there's something that we're not sensing from it at the moment.
Yeah,
but you look really pretty.
Thanks.
More pretty than usual.
Keenan,
if I could have some cool things.
Do you want to make me an Arcana with advantage? Keep forgetting about your damn glasses.
Magic glasses.
Yes,
Arcana 14.
Okay. I'd say on a 14, it's definitely powerful, but you can't tell that there's any underlying thing other than just illusory magic.
Yeah, I'll do identify later.
Just with what we've been relayed across, would there be any inkling that we'd know on the level of casting required for pulling that off? With like what we know as a group from our dabblings in magic ourselves. Would we assume it's quite a skilled person?
No, it's not really. It's powerful in that it's quite hard to imbue items with magic, as you know. But essentially, this is basically a minor illusion with a little bit more. It's not. Yeah, it's just a little bit more than a minor illusion, which is a pretty basic spell.
Okay. The main thing I was wanting to ask is, with the other festival goers tying these ribbons, is there like custom around that we'd be able to find out as we're going, like why they're doing that?
I mean, you can ask someone, yeah.
Yeah.
Zephyr. Why do
Nice
they tie
Zephyr.
ribbons around the things?
Yeah. I mean,
it just seemed like a cool bit that we did ask about this.
No, I mean, Zephyr lives here. She's seen this festival. It's usually you write a loved one's name, and then you just walk up the stairs, and it's meant to bring them luck.
Kind of like tear off a little bit of ribbon from like his chest piece and just write Holly's name on and tie that down as they're walking.
Oh, how cute.
Aww.
I assumed it was going to be like a Chinese paper lantern type deal, so I thought I'd check before we moved.
Zephyr writes her mom's name. Like I feel like she probably needs some luck.
I think Nim kind of like tries to hide it a little bit, not make it too obvious, but she writes down Callan's name. She really hopes that we actually find Holly.
Aww, how cute.
Aww.
But she's like, I don't want anyone to know I'm cute. I've got to hide this. She's like being really suspicious, and she's like, don't look at this. This is private.
Keenan will write his dad's name on there and tie that.
Interesting.
That's like none of us know. That's interesting.
I feel like we never hear about the dad.
Oh, no. That is like, cool. Like, cute cool.
His scary sister, scary mom.
Yeah, he's not scary. He's oblivious to the scary goings on in the family. He just likes looking after people and reading stories to kids.
It's like Zephyr's dad. It's like scary elemental woman and then small elf man.
Like retired adventurer vibe, like he's pretty chill, but if stuff does go wrong,
Yeah,
shit goes down.
Everyone else is fucked. Okay. As you all begin to walk up these grand stairs, it's quite wide. It's about 120 feet long, and you can see that it's divided into 3 sort of landings. As it sort of moves up and over towards the noble district. As you look to your right and left, you can see where the city sort of curls around because it is circular. There are other sort of stairways that have been built to connect all of this together. And the upper landing before it descends back into the noble district, you can see that there's a large sort of brass lantern. Essentially, it's a massive brass construction, and you can tell that there's some light in the middle. As you're on essentially the sort of middle landings alongside a bunch of other people, the Where is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, as you guys are making your way along the middle sort of landing, the next set of stairs, there's that big sort of brass lantern that you're coming to that everyone seems to be going towards. All of the ribbons along the stone railings begin to lift upwards into the air, sort of as if they've been pulled by invisible hands, twisting together above the crowd and sort of elongating until the stairway is barely veiled, sort of briefly veiled in a canopy of sort of all of these pieces of ribbon and material. And in front of you, where the front of the procession is, you can see a good portion of the ribbons sort of trail downwards as if creating a doorway. And as they part at the top of the stairs is a woman sort of wearing robes of layered silk. She has a pale wooden mask with no mouth on it, and there's gold light moving beneath the cracks of the surface, almost like there's a flame from underneath it. And when she speaks, you can see that the lanterns that are lining all the different portions of the stairway, the voice comes from the lanterns that are now turning like this dark blue color. As she sort of floats down, she's wearing this long sort of hat that drapes out with a silk, sort of partially translucent silk that drips down past her. She sort of points through the crowd at Zephyr. And behind you, you hear a sharp metallic click as the stairway, a gate forms around it, sort of trapping everyone that's on this set of stairs with each other and whoever these people are. And at the base of the stairs where this gate is, you can see an owl masked figure with a knife that's already drawn. Can you all roll initiative for me, please?
No.
So that guy stole my thing. He's going down.
Okay, let's stick.
Initiative plus 4. It's my dice tray.
Nim's on 14.
21.
23.
I got
23.
Does the Steel Defender share mine, or is it separate? I can't remember.
The Steel Defender shares yours.
Okay.
Nim, what did you get?
14.
14. And Zephyr?
7.
7. We love to see it. Okay, top of the round. I didn't build anything for this because I wasn't sure what we were going to do this session. But top of the round, as at the top of the stairs, you can see this tall. She's about 6.5 feet tall with this big hat and the silk that sort of drapes down her. Very. I was trying to think of a reference, but I can't think of one. It is a very Asian style. You can see her at the top of the stairs, and at the bottom of the stairs is this individual in a pale owl mask holding a dagger. And in between them and you is about 150 people that are also trapped on this big stairwell. So please bear that in mind when we are doing things like spells with area of effect.
Fireball.
Keenan, you are the first one as this all happens, and you begin to see the silk rise up, sort of blocking out the sun, creating this dark pathway with this woman at one end and the owl masked figure at the other.
Okay. Keenan is going to whirl around, brush Zephyr's arm, and cast invisibility.
Mm-hmm.
And as he does so, he's just gonna say, "We've got you. You'll be okay. Hide." And gonna give her bardic inspiration.
Ooh, very nice.
then with the rest of his movement, which isn't actually going anywhere, he's going to stand in front of Zephyr.
Okay. Let me just find this. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
That's everything.
Kalanthar.
Okay. How far away did you say that the mask guy with the dagger and bits were from us?
I would say about. So the stairwell in its entirety is 120 feet long. It's quite wide, but you're in the middle, so that'd be about 60 feet.
Okay. I'll kind of like bite the end of a thumb, draw the bowstring, and ignite my auric lucidity. So let's take my d4. I rolled a 1 for once on the damage. Nice. And then I'll take 2 shots with the scaverin laced arrows at the one with the owl mask, because I assume he's going to dart off as soon as he can to try and intercept.
Okay.
Okay, I'm assuming the first one's a miss, but that's a 13 to hit.
That is a miss.
That is another 13, so they both miss. Right. In that case, is there any way to get any height from where we are? Like, could I climb up the side, or would that be a full action? Could I get like on top of a structure nearby?
I would say no, there isn't. Essentially, the only thing that's you're on a stairway in midair, and the only thing that's forming any sort of wall or ceiling are these ribbons.
Okay. Right. I guess I'll just I'll instruct the defender to kind of shield like Keenan is as I'm walking past, and then I'll try and like filter through the crowd a little bit to get a little bit closer. So maybe take 20 feet of my movement.
Okay.
And then that's me. Let's mark off those arrows because I have too many of them left.
Okay. Keenan, are you still wearing your glasses?
Yes.
Okay. From out of the shadows, as you're sort of moving around, making sure that Zephyr is okay, you watch the individual you saw earlier that was watching her, who is now sort of raised up this hood, sort of steps forward, long draping black hair, and that mask on his face. As he steps out of the darkness, so he is within 5 feet of both you and Zephyr, he raises his hands and throws them upwards, and green flame explodes in a 10-foot sphere from where he is. You see it catch a bunch of these civilians, like one person's entire arm is caught with this green flame, and they begin screaming and falling onto the floor. But I need you both to make me a dexterity saving throw.
You can use a D8 bardic for that, Zeph.
Okay. This guy's not the same person who gave me the mask.
No.
Okay. The creepy guy. So dexterity save.
Oh, you'll be in my aura of adding +2 to your thing. I can't remember what it's called, what its official name is, but it gives you +2 to saves.
Okay. And then roll this D8. 16 in total.
22 in total, thanks to Nim.
Okay, so those are both saves. I'll need one from Nim as well.
Would the defender have to make one as well, as it's next to...
Yes.
I'm also a 16.
So Dex plus 1, so it's plus... That's a 15 for the defender.
Okay, those are all saves. So you are all going to take 8 points of fire damage and 6 points of necrotic.
Wow.
As they unleash, and for you, Keenan, you're wearing the glasses, they unleash hellfire.
Oh, okay.
From there, the owl-masked individual is going to run at Kalanthar, seeing that he is the one that has now targeted him. He is going to run, and as you see, he, with this dagger in hand, moves it in an arc. Portions of shadow begin to extend from it as a chain forms, and you notice that the entirety of the chain is like spiked on each chink, and they're going to whip it round and try and hit you with it. It's only a 14 to hit.
Misses.
Okay, I'm going to try again. A 15?
Misses.
We're just going to keep going up until we find his AC. And the last one is an 18.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Yeah!
Like, you missed a few numbers in between there.
Yeah, well. That's 15 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Dex save. 7, so hopefully. 23.
23 is a success. As you see the end of the chain go to whip around you, and you step out of the way. Okay. The woman at the top of the stair is going to go next. What shall she do? Okay. She can't see Zephyr. She is going to she sort of raises that hand and moves it to you, Keenan. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That's a 9.
Okay.
Wait. Side bolstered knack. That's a 15.
Okay. That is a fail.
Okay.
As she begins to float down the stairway towards you all, she raises the hand at Keenan, and Keenan, as soft as a whisper of a lover to your ear, reveal her to me, and you become charmed.
Okay. Invisibility drops.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is her turn. And as she begins to float down, she is going to, almost like a horror movie, blink out as you blink your eyes and reappear 30 feet in front of her as her bonus action. Nim.
I swear elves were immune to charm, but no, there's just advantage on saving throws for charm. Damn it.
That's a good point, actually. I didn't realise it was a charm.
It's not a charm
I
spell.
rolled a 9 again.
It's not a charm spell. It's a it's something else, but you get the condition of charmed alongside it.
Oh.
a feature or something.
It's
I
a
rolled the
feature.
same anyway.
Because I was like, that was short-lived.
Okay, so Nim is gonna step up to Keenan and cast Protection from Good and Evil on him, which means everyone, basically aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead have disadvantage on attacks against him, but he also now cannot be charmed or frightened, but if he already is, which he is, then you get advantage on any saving throws to get rid of it.
Got you.
Okay.
Basically you can't harm.
This condition only lasts until the end of your next turn. So.
Okay, well I'm still gonna do it anyway. And give you basically any of those types of creatures, which I'm hoping these are either elementals or fiends from what we know about around here, will have disadvantage on attacks against Keenan, because keeping Zeph invisible is the goal. And then so that is my action. And for my bonus action, I will they're on concentration as well. Can I while I consider my bonus action, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run in front between the fire guy and where Zephyr, oh my god, I forgot her name for a second. Where Keenan and Zephyr are, and basically try and be a tiefling shield against flame.
If you think about it in this way, the person who unleashed the hellfire was right next to all three of you, so you can't get in between him because he's already in melee with all three.
Okay. Then never mind that. I think she will. Yeah, not really use a bonus action, but kind of shout to the people around, just be like, "Stay behind us. We can try and protect you, but not if you're running around. Please try and stay behind us. Try and stay behind us."
Okay. As people begin to scatter and scream, Zephyr, that is your turn.
Yes. Zephyr will. So the guy is closer to them?
Yes, so the creepy lady is 30 feet away from Keenan. The Hellfire guy is in melee with all three of you.
Okay.
And the owl mask is currently battling Kalanthar.
What is? Right. Zephyr's gonna reach out to touch the Hellfire Man, and attempt to cast Inflict Wounds.
Okay, go for it.
Attempt.
Ooh.
It's a 19 to hit.
A 19 is a hit.
Okay. I'm casting that at 4th level. So 4th level.
Look at all those dice.
22 damage.
Oof, rough. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw?
Yes. That's an 8.
Okay. Nim, you feel a rush of infernal energy as Zephyr touches him and casts Inflict Wounds. You watch it radiate through his body, and he thrusts out a hand, and a portion of that magic goes back into her. You are going to take 14 necrotic damage as he hellish rebukes you.
Okay. 14. I'm not doing so good. Okay, wait a minute. I was gonna ask a question, and I've forgotten what the question was. Okay, would me getting injured from this guy trigger Wrath of the Storm?
Let me have a look.
If he hits me, because it says hits me with an attack, like, does Hellish Rebuke in this instance count as an attack?
No, it is a reaction.
Okay. Okay, so I can't react to his react.
No.
Okay, no problem then. 1 minute. No, wait, not that. But this. What was the damage I took? Necrotic. Like, I just got the. Yeah, okay. Okay, nope, no worries then. Yep, I think that is. Double check my bonus. Okay. I'm going to use. Yeah, I'm going to use my bonus action to trigger innate sorcery.
Nice.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Okay, Kalantha. Keenan. And then
Kalantha. What am I going to do?
I will say, Nim, you notice as he thrusts that magic at her, he is not considered a fiend. Just so you're aware.
Interesting.
Okay, so I can't cast invisibility because it's a feat. So, let's have a go at this guy casting fire. So we shall do a stab. 18 on the first one and 16 on the second.
Both are hits.
Nice. Nice. So the first one, sneak attack, because 5 foot of Nim.
Nice.
And I'm going to do Psychic Blades,
Very
which
nice.
is another 3d6. .24 damage on the first.
Damn.
And 5 on the second.
Whew. Rough.
And yeah, I'm going to stay where I am. Action, bonus action, and I'm not using my movement.
Calantha.
Okay. So is the Almos guy like literally on top of me? Or
Yep.
does he get a bit of a range?
Yep.
Okay.
He's right next to you.
Okay. It's a disadvantage from that. Could I take him by surprise with the gauntlet blade if I roll a good sleight of hand?
I would say no because you're in combat with him.
Good. Okay, no worries. Right. I will take my 2 swings with the scimitar in that case. Doesn't a miss. Second one might hit. That's a 21 to hit.
That's a hit.
And 1d6. Oh, 8 points of piercing. And just because I don't have bonus action. No, I did 2 attacks, so I can't do Burning Blade, right? Yeah. Just for shits and gigs, I'll bite my finger and I'll do the Blood Curse of Binding on him as well. So that's a strength saving throw, DC 13.
That is a 15.
That's it. That's all I can do. And the defender will take its repair action. So it will heal 2d8, I think it is. 2d8 plus 3. Which is 9 plus 3, so 3, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. Back up to 4 health. Okay, that's me.
Okay. The Hellfire Man is going to go for Keenan. Okay. You watch as he moves his hand and a burning scimitar forms, and he's going to slash at you 3 times. It was an 18, a 15, and a 19.
So is he within 5 feet of the defender? Keenan.
Keenan would be, yeah.
Okay, so the defender will take its reaction and impose disadvantage on the attack roll.
That is a natural 20 for the second one, so it still stands as an 18.
Damn it!
But
Yeah,
it
thank you.
I mean, I guess in canon it stopped a crit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do they all hit?
They all do hit, yes.
Okay. First one is 5 slashing damage
Okay.
and 15 fire damage.
Jesus. Okay.
The second one is 6 slashing damage
Yep.
and 18 fire damage.
I'm down.
Okay.
Is fire guy is within 5 feet of me, right? I'm in melee with him already.
Yep.
Then I will use my new feat and use my reaction to battle axe its face.
Okay.
Or not, because that was an 11, so never mind.
Given that the second one downed Keenan, I'm going to turn the third one on Nim, but I missed. Never mind. Almask is going to go for Kalanthar. That is a miss. That is a 19.
Just in case it's relevant, is his CR less than 11?
His CR is less than 11.
So how does it work? Oh, sorry. Is his CR higher than 8?
No.
Damn it. Because I get +2 to AC if it was.
He is a CR 7.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, so the second one does hit 100% as to do.
Okay. That is 9 points of piercing damage, and you must make a dex save.
Dex is +7. So that's a 13.
That is a fail. You are knocked prone as it just square punches you in the face. And as you sort of fall backwards, you look as he tilts his head and steps, and in just a puff of shadow disappears. He's going to reappear above Nim and land on top of her to try and grapple her.
Wow.
Which is
Rude.
a...
Yeah,
Very rude.
I'm sorry. Let me just double check the new rules. So I need you to make me a strength or dex save. You can choose which one you want.
Strength save. A dirty 20.
Okay. The chain of steel that it wraps around your neck, you sort of throw him off as he tries to grapple you, but he is now 5 feet away from you. Creepy lady is gonna go. I am going to do... Yes. I need Zephyr to make me a dex saving throw.
Oh no. Dex saving throw.
Yes.
No, that's an 8.
Do you not get a plus to that being near Nim?
That's a 10.
That is a fail. Okay. You take 16 points of psychic damage as the ribbons that are creating the walls and the ceiling to block out the light, some of them wrap around you, and you are going to be restrained.
16. 16. 11. Oof, I am not doing so hot.
She is going to walk up to you. She takes the mask off of her face, and you watch as she tries to place it on yours. There is a burst of flame, and the mask disintegrates.
The mask she tried to put on my face?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Nim.
When she went to attack me, how far away was she?
So she's been doing this at range. She's 30 feet away.
Okay,
from
yeah.
you. And she's
Okay,
now in
cool.
front of you because she
Now,
tried to
okay.
put the mask on.
Okay.
Am I correct in saying that there is now 3 of them surrounding it?
2. There's 2 of them.
2, okay.
Yes. Oh no, there is 3. No, you are right. There are 3 of them, and they are all
good.
around you guys.
Isn't that just the best? Then I don't know if this is a good idea or the worst idea I've ever had, so I'm gonna do it.
We love that. We love it.
Chaos.
I am going to cast guidance. No, not guidance. I'm going to dark.
You're gonna cast
On
darkness.
everyone.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just going to be like, everyone.
I'm getting flashbacks.
All of these people, black.
Okay.
And then she's gonna like, with the bonus action / with movement, can she like kneel down and start to drag the unconscious Keenan away from where she knew that the people were? Or is that too much to try and do with a bonus action?
I would say it would be an action to pick him up.
Yeah. Then she will. Yes. She's gonna. Oh, actually, hang on. Let me read some rules first. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. I think she's just gonna kind of like get a protective stance, like almost over Keenan's body.
Has Keenan been stabilized?
Nope.
He is not. Oh, can I do that with a bonus action? I thought that was an action.
That is an action.
Ah, damn.
Yeah.
I can stabilize him on my go with the defender.
Yeah, she's just gonna kind of try and get like her shield like over Keenan as much as she can and like kind of crouch in a like like in a fighting stance but like low to the ground. So she's like ready to like move if she needs to, but she's trying to be like, I want to block any attempts to stab Keenan while he's down.
Okay. Zephyr.
Hello. Question.
Answer.
If I do a thing that causes damage within a certain thing, an area around me that includes an unconscious person, is that unconscious person affected by the damage?
That would depend on if there is wording that includes allies or not. So if it says every creature, that includes allies.
No, it's not if it includes allies. It's like if I were to it causes damage because it's a Constitution saving throw, but like if someone's already down,
they automatically fail.
Okay, right. So they would take that damage.
They would. Yes.
And if they're already at 0,
then it would be a death saving throw.
Okay, so yeah, no, that's not good. I was like, what if I grabbed Nim and we thunderstepped away? But I can't leave. I can't. Thunderstep does a considerable amount of damage if they fail. So, 4d10 if they fail. So let's not do that.
Have you got careful with sorcery points?
Careful. I don't believe I do. I always forget what my
You have
Meta magic.
Seeking and Twinned as your meta magic, and then
right, yep. I miss on a spell, yep.
yeah.
Yeah, I do not have careful. Right. What am I gonna do? You know how you can have a potion now on a bonus action. What are the rules on shoving a potion in a ally's mouth while they're unconscious?
That is an action.
Damn it.
Because it requires a lot more effort than just like quickly swinging it. Because you have to like open the mouth.
Sorry, Keenan. I can't waterboard you with a potion. Just pause it on him as opposed to in his mouth.
Imagine we get all this way and with this hiatus, and the first session Keenan's dead.
I literally was like, did you just reschedule to kill us? And I just like,
yeah.
JK. Man, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I guess. If I cure wounds on this is how long it's been since I've played D&D. If I cure wounds, not uncure wounds. I want to cure the wounds, not uncure the wounds. On Keenan, like would he just hop right back into battle with whatever hit points?
He'd be prone, but available.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And he takes the next turn, like he is the next person.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that. Let's throw a kill wounds on Keenan. Okay. At 3rd level.
3rd? Good gracious.
Yeah.
Man, it's almost like you're a cleric.
What? Oh, crazy! Crazy talk. What are you talking about? Okay.
That's a lot of dice.
That is a lot of dice.
32 points.
32.
Thank you very much.
Yes. And then on her bonus action, she will drink her potion to recover her own things.
Very nice.
It's 4d4 plus 4.
Okay.
4d4 plus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll. 13. Okay.
Keenan, your eyes flick open. You're unconscious. There is weird, creepy owl masked man standing next to Nim. There is Hellfire Boy who's standing still amidst the 3 of you, and there is creepy lady who is now standing over Zephyr.
We are all in complete darkness, though.
I was going to say,
everyone's darkness.
Everyone's darkness. Like, can I kind of make people out, or have I just got no clue?
Ooh,
You get like a hue from the glasses.
Keenan comes back
Yeah.
from being unconscious and is like, oh my god, I'm blind in both eyes?
It happened again.
I don't think I've added the eyes of Selenia to your...
Yeah, I haven't.
So I'm just double reading it. Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, it's dark. It's hella dark.
Hella dark. Okay.
Hella dark.
I am going to crawl to try and get out of the darkness a little bit, so I got some vision.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I see... No, I'm not going to do that. because they won't be able to see it. It's fine. I had a weird, wacky plan. Okay. Kind of dark. I'm gonna feel around. Oh, that's Nim's boot. It's rather warm because Nim's always warm. And I'm gonna use that to stand up. And I'm gonna try and attack the fire guy. I know it'll be at disadvantage.
It is a disadvantage, yes.
Yeah. Yes. So I rolled a 19 and a nat 20.
Okay, so it's a 19 plus whatever, but that still hits.
Yeah, so it's 25 in total. I'm going to do the same trick I did before with the psychic dice dagger things. Obviously, there's no sneak attack. 11 points of damage on the first one. And then second one misses.
Okay. Anything else?
I checked myself for injuries.
Mhm.
I'm surprisingly healthy considering I just took all of that. That's it.
Okay. Kalanthar.
Okay. Question. So as everyone's in darkness, how does magical darkness work with dark vision? Because the defender has dark vision. You still can't see through it.
Still can't see through it.
Okay.
Usually the only people that can see through dark vision are people with devil's sight or shadow monks.
Okay. And the other question I was going to have, does my eyes of the dream owl help at all with trying to work out where they are with the range of dark or not? Because it's a bunch on anything with sight. It does say perception checks, but I was just curious if it counted for this kind of thing. Because it's technically trying to perceive where the target is, isn't it? So I was just curious if it applied.
I would say it would just make it a straight roll.
Okay. I will go for 2 shots with the longbow then, in that case. Just hope I hit one of them. So I'm gonna try and go for the assassin guy still. So it's a 19 to hit.
19 is a hit.
So that's 12 points of piercing plus 4 points of psychic for the first one.
Okay.
Second one is a 25, I think. 25? Yeah, 25. And
that's a hit.
is 7 piercing plus. Oh, sorry, not 7 piercing. 11 piercing plus 4 psychic for the second one.
Nice.
No, as I lose the arrows. Nim, are you looking rough at all, or is it just Keenan from the previous one? Before we go.
Nim is happy. She's fine. She's chilling. For now.
Okay. I will instruct the defender to attack then in that case. So he's going to take a swing at the fire guy. So assume that's the closest one to him. That'll be a disadvantage. It's plus 6. Yeah. So that's 15 to hit. First one.
That is a miss.
Yeah, so he misses. Yeah, roll 15 on the second one. Cool. That's all he can do.
My guy is going to go for Nim. Nim, as through the darkness, 2 burning red eyes alight.
Well,
He's
hello.
going to go for you, because he has Devil's Sight.
Okay. Is this an attack roll?
This is an attack roll.
Rude.
Disadvantage for deflect attack from the defender. It's its reaction. If it's within 5 feet of the defender and it attacks an ally of the defender, it imposes disadvantage on the attack. It is an attack roll, specifically.
That is a... Where the fuck is the thing? 16.
That misses.
A 24.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay, that is 4 points of slashing damage. Shit me. 3 sixes is 18 plus 1 is 19 points of fire damage.
That I am resistant to. So is it? I can never remember if it's round up or round down in half.
Round down.
Okay, cool.
The last one is a crit.
Oh,
I can't see him to silvery barbs it. Sorry.
that's cool. It's cool.
11, 15. Where's my pen? Okay, and 6 and 7. So that is 10 points of slashing damage. And 39 points of fire damage.
Did you just say 39?
39.
Points of fire.
So there's 29 with resistance.
That's like over half my health. Just
It was a crit, so
yeah. Still.
on an attack, on a hit, he gets 1d6 plus 3 slashing damage and 4d6 fire damage.
You know how you just asked how is Nim looking? She's now like slightly toasty, burning, and bleeding quite a bit, but she's still up. She's standing. She's just about.
My owl mask guy is going to also go for Nim, but you can't see her. There's a miss on the first one. There's a miss on the second one.
Oh,
There's a miss on the third one.
I hate to say it, but it's darkness concentration.
Ooh, that's a good point.
That is a good point.
Nim, can you make me a
It is.
Constitution save, please?
Yes, I can.
Oh,
Ugh.
that's high.
That's a 19.
Okay. I will count that as that one. So 19.
She would have need to do
She would have
30
needed
one.
39. Okay, darkness drops. Never mind. Still a miss. That is also a miss. Oh, come on. Bullshit. Nim, it is your go. Oh, no, it's not. My creepy lady.
Aw, not the creepy lady.
Creepy lady is going to make an arcana check to see if she can rip Zephyr's mask off her face.
Zephyr's actually become the mask. Jim Carrey. Yep.
Okay, that is 21. As you watch this fiery aura shimmering around you, she shoves her hand through it with clawed fingers and begins to pick away at the barrier and grabs the mask and pulls it off your face.
Silvery barbs.
Oh! You're a bitch. I hate you.
Is the total just looking on in like shock, like, don't take my gift, you bitch?
So she begins to pick away at it, and you watch as the aura begins to dim. Keenan, having been able to see this, the magic flows from him, reigniting the flames, and she sort of moves her hand as if it's been burned. That is her action. That's so annoying. Nim, it's your turn.
Awesome. Well, I guess it's slightly easier now. I can see them all attacking me. I would like to slash with battle axe. My old friend, the fire guy, but that is an 11. So that is good. Why can I not roll this anymore? A nat 1? Are you kidding me?
Ew, that's rough, buddy.
Oh,
Well-
I get to give someone an advantage from Silvery Barbs. Can I give it to Nim?
Yeah?
Another 11? Are you genuinely shitting me?
That's a miss.
No. Okay, fine. What I will do with my bonus action, try a health potion because I am in need.
Zephyr.
Hello.
Hello.
What would happen? Wait a minute. No. What? No. If I'm like super close to somebody and try to use something like chromatic orb, would in theory happen? Was there any issue with that?
No, because you are the one that picks the targets.
Okay. No, I meant more like in terms of like, because I know like obviously with ranged weaponry and stuff, and like in terms of a spell, because it's like an orb. Like I suppose I could just like push an orb into somebody as opposed to like throwing it.
Oh, I see what you mean. You
Yeah.
would roll with disadvantage if it's within 5 feet.
Okay. Okay, so I will use bonus action to what was it? Nope, not that one. Not that one. What was the thing I'm looking for? The tempestuous magic to before I'm gonna cast a spell after this. It says before or after you cast a spell first level or higher, I can cause gusts of air to surround me, and allow me to fly up to 10 feet without provoking opportunity attacks.
Okay.
Yes. Just 10 feet, just so that I'm not standing directly next to crazy lady, crazy creepy lady. And then I would like to use chromatic orb on her.
Mm-hmm.
Chromatic orb. Where is? Going to try to do that at 4th level. So I get to have a +7 on this because I have a +1 from my, and then if I do badly, I get to roll again because I get advantage. Okay. That is a 23 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. So it's gonna be some lightning damage at this lady.
At the creepy
Um,
lady. Holy
at the
fuck.
creepy lady. That's 35.
Jeepers. Okay.
And then also, it doesn't do much, but I had what was it?
What level did you cast Chromatic Orb at?
4.
Did you roll the same number on any of your d8s?
Oh, that's a good question.
You rolled 3 d8s because I was impressed. Yeah, sorry, 3 8s on your d8s.
Yes.
You can pick another target.
Oh, the guy.
Okay. The Hellfire guy.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh, sorry, I'm losing track of things. Okay, right, attack roll. Okay, let's try this again. Plus 19 to hit.
That is a hit on the Hellfire man.
Okay. Uh, 25.
Okay, and make another attack roll.
Okay. 18 to hit.
That is another hit.
22.
Jesus. Okay, describe to me what happens as it bounces and kills the man wielding Hellfire, and then it bounces back off and hits the owl mask as well. Because that
So
is
it's
a
like very
total of 82 points of damage.
Yeah. So yeah, so basically it goes as an orb coming out of Zephyr's hands to hit this woman, but as it hits her, it you kind of see it radiate out from her, and it's almost like a net, I would say, of like electricity that arcs from her to Hellfire guy to Owl guy, and yeah, just kind of goes straight through them, in like from her into the next one, into the next one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Well, one small thing, I was trying to find it before, as part of her part of the storm, yes. Creatures of my choice within 10 feet of me take 3 lightning or thunder damage. So she gets another 3, and Owlman gets another 3.
Amazing.
If they're within
That's
10 feet of
sick.
her, so yeah.
Keenan is up next.
Okay. Keenan was all ready to have another go at the fire guy, but sees him drop. So is going to go for the creepy ass woman with a beautiful stab.
Go for it.
That 20
I mean, that
and
hits.
a 2.
The whiplash.
Yeah. Sneak attack. She's within 5 feet of an ally,
She is.
and I will also do psychic knives. So.
Oh, on a crit.
14, 28 points of damage.
Jesus.
That's taking into account the crit.
How
Oh,
low
I
did
just
you
doubled the
roll?
dice. You don't double the dice, do you?
You don't double the dice,
so-
no. We max the dice.
It's- So 30 plus 14, 44 points of damage.
Jesus Christ.
No,
Okay.
another 6 on top of that, because it's 6 dice,
So
not 5.
50.
50, yeah.
Jesus. Okay.
Hello, we cut her.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Calenthar.
Like even if I crit, I can't even do a quarter of that. That's kind of funny. Right, I'll keep going for the Owl Mask guy because I've got beef with him because he's stealing my thing.
Just like
14 to hit for the first one. I think that misses.
Yeah, that's miss.
Zephyr's just like, Calenthar's Owl Man, where are you? come and get this guy. Like, fuck him up.
So the second one is a 21.
21 is a hit.
So 9 points of piercing, plus 2 points of psychic. Bonus action sheets I can give you. Yeah, used all of mine. I could technically cast jump on myself, but it's kind of pointless right now. Still, Nim, how rough are you looking? Are you okay, or are you pretty banged up still?
She's not looking great. She's a little bit better than she was, but she ain't great.
Okay, I need to look up how much my actual healing is for this, because I don't actually have the spell prepared myself at the minute, but I did when I did it before. Another one. Oh, I do have it curved. So it's 2d8 plus 3. Is the Steel Defender's going to reach out and use the Spell Wrought Tattoo that I put on its hand to cast Cure Wounds onto Nim. So that's 4.
Thank you.
9, 12 points of healing. That's what I can do.
Okay, Owl Mask is going to go for Nim.
Rude.
That is a crit.
Silvery barbs.
Oh my god.
Okay. No. That is a crit.
Oh no.
A still defender disadvantage.
Oh yeah, still defender. The deflect attack thing. So if it's within 5 feet of Nim getting
so
attacked.
you would need to tell me. I allowed it last time, but you need to tell me before I roll because I have to roll with disadvantage.
Okay,
like,
sorry.
Do you get what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like
Yeah. Okay, we do
silvery
next.
barbs. You can make them roll it again. It's
Okay.
the same thing with
Yeah.
like the change with lucky, because
Oh,
it
yeah.
used to be you could do it after, and now you have to declare if you're using it. So just
Mm.
you can
It's just
just
its
interrupt
reaction.
me. Just make sure you do it.
Yeah.
beforehand.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm keeping my crit. Fuck you.
Yeah, go. Go for it.
Okay, that is 12, 17, 22 points of piercing damage.
No way. Nim is down.
Ow!
She had 21 points of health.
Damn.
Creepy ladies go. She is
On the
going
plus
to
side.
float 10 feet in the air and try and rip Zephyr's mask off her face. With a 18, which is a miss.
Yes.
And then she is going to She is going to bonus action ribbon step. And she is going to run away.
Wow.
Yeah. So you see in a flurry of almost like confetti-like material, she is gone.
Question.
Yes.
If she floated 10 feet in the air,
Yes.
does that mean she moved out of melee of
She did.
me, Nim, Zephyr? So do we get opportunity attacks?
So she moved in. She kept up with Zephyr. So you and Nim would get opportunity attacks.
With the defender.
I wouldn't, so I've used my
Yeah,
reaction.
Nim's down.
Okay. Oh, for Silvery Barbs, and Nim is down. Oh, okay, never mind. Yes,
Never
she
mind.
floats up, tries to rip the mask off, fails, and then just disappears.
With the defender, I've got one because I didn't get to use its reaction before.
I don't believe so. I think it only has a set number of things it can do as a reaction. I will have to.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh yeah, yeah. It's just the attack of opportunity. It doesn't have attack of opportunity. It's just the disadvantage.
Bum, bum, bum. Nim, do you want to roll yours? Or do you want me to roll it for you?
The way I've been rolling, you can roll it for me.
Keenan. I mean Zephyr, and then Keenan.
Yes, hello. We just got Owlman left.
Just Owlman.
How's Owlman looking?
He's looking very rough.
Okay. Zephyr, what what do you do? Is there anyone in between, like a line from like Zephyr to him? / can Zephyr move so that there is nobody in a line
I
between?
would say yeah, easily. Well, apart
Okay.
from civilians.
Oh, there's civilians in the. God damn it, civilians! You didn't move out the way.
They can't go anywhere. They're blocked.
They've got
on
nowhere
both
to go.
sides.
Why would you be in the middle of the battle? Like the middle of the battle, like get around the battle. God damn it! I mean, would Zephyr be able to walk over to him?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. She's gonna get as close to him. A minute. No, it's wrong kind of damage. It's like where I'm like, Zephyr's become evil because Matt was just like, get out the way, civilians. Yeah, it's probably not good if it's 100 foot long.
Just kills everyone on the bridge.
It's 100 foot long, 5 feet wide. Okay, just whoever's in a line directly. It's gonna use I guess chromatic orb, a 3rd level, at Owlman. So let's see. So 15 to hit.
15 is a hit.
Okay. And then, but she's going to use it with actually, is she it's going to use it with, is it Destructive Wrath? Yeah. Destructive Wrath. Yeah. 15 to hit. 15 is a hit. Okay. And then, but she's going to use it with she's going to use it with actually, is she do, was it Destructive Wrath? Yeah. Destructive Wrath. Yeah. 15 to hit. 15 is a 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 hit. And yeah, choose to, instead of rolling for damage, I choose to do max damage. But she's aiming to do it to like incapacitate, not kill, because she wants this man for questioning.
You want to destructive wrath, but not kill him.
Like I want to knock him out completely. Like basically, because I don't know how many hit points he's got left. I don't know.
I will say, depending on how much damage you do, will depend on my decision. If he's dead or not.
Wait, how many? How do I even see what third level? 5d8. So it's unlikely that I'm gonna do that much damage. If I'm fine, I won't destructive wrath. Fine. Save it for the lady if I ever see her again. Alright. 16 damage.
Okay. Yeah, you unleash that lightning energy and he goes down.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh man, you're lucky. You're lucky she wasn't looking to kill and she was doing 40 damage.
As he falls, we are still in initiative, so it is Keenan's turn because there is someone currently unconscious.
Can I have a free action to just say to Callan to get Nim up?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts and run like 30 feet towards where the woman came from to see if I can like radar where she is, like detecting her brain.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, as you sort of run forwards, casting Detect Thoughts, you do.
So I have to be within 30 feet of her.
I would say you get a wave of everyone's surface thoughts, which includes the other 50 people around you. So make me a perception check, just straight.
That is a 19.
Okay. Yes, you can catch the briefest glimpse of what you would assume to be this person's mind. They are essentially running and teleporting away from you.
So I'm gonna try and point to where she is for the others.
Okay.
How far away is she?
At this point, she is 90 feet away.
Can I see her where he's pointing?
Not from where you are.
Is someone else okay to get Nim up? Because I really want to try and take her down.
Zephyr can.
Okay. Callan's going to sort of run in the direction that Keenan's pointing until he can see her. Then he's going to loose an arrow directly at her.
Okay. Can you make me a perception check?
Do I get advantage from this?
Sorry to interrupt.
Mm-hmm.
I was just going to say I didn't take my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Can I give a bardic to Callan?
Sure.
Because I'm assuming he's going to use a spell to get Nim up, so that's what I would give him the bardic for.
I'm going to go for the straight attack for this.
It's fine. You can add the D8 to it if you want to. You can do it for whatever you want, but that's
Cool.
that's why I would have given it to you.
Yeah, no worries. Right. So, perception. I have an advantage because of owl sight, because it's a vision thing. It's 2. That's a 16. So it's a 16.
Even on a 16, you can't currently see where this person is. As you run up to the top of the stairs, you can see the massive landing with a brass lantern on it. You can only see other people.
I guess it's too late to add the D8 bardic onto that. Would you allow
can
it?
if you want.
So was it a 15 before?
Yes.
So that would be a 23.
That is
Total.
not good enough.
God damn it. Okay.
Keenan isn't the only person who can turn things invisible.
Okay.
She rolled an insane amount of stealth, so you are very unlikely to see her. The only reason Keenan knows a vague direction she's in is because he can hear her thoughts.
Okay. So would that have taken my full action to do if we're still in initiative, that is?
No, you haven't taken an action.
Okay, so in that case, as I've got lucidity active, as the guy's unconscious, I'm going to invade his mind, because Dreamwalker shit. Because he's unconscious, so I could technically invade his mind.
He would be if he wasn't dead.
I thought he was unconscious.
No, he had 2 hit points, and she did.
Oh.
And she did more than 10, was what I was establishing.
God damn it. Never mind.
No, he's very much dead. It's one of those things where it's like setting the level of a taser and not knowing how much someone can take, and she's killed him.
You mean laws of what are they called, the shock thingies at hospital? What are they called?
Defibrillators?
Yeah, like you mean that didn't work? No.
No,
Shock him
he's
back
dead.
to life. That's just like
You didn't see Callan just like reach around his neck and just cast shock and goes, "Wake the fuck up!"
Callan
like I
ends up becoming
said,
like a Dr. Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was by how much damage will determine if he's dead or not. But yeah, he had 2 hit points. So when you rolled, I think it was like, what, 16? I was
14.
Like,
yeah, like,
yeah,
no.
He's dead. He's dead.
Clear.
Just out of interest, if it did apply with them when I chased after her, was she within 10 feet of me? Because I would technically be able to see her if she was invisible.
How far can you run?
I can run 50 feet.
Okay.
Just in case it's relevant. Because if she's within 10 feet, I can see ethereal and invisible targets.
No, sorry, I was trying to figure out how far away you were from the others, because she's 90 feet away from Keenan, and you were about 30 feet away from him, which is 120, and then 50 is 70, so no.
Okay.
You mean Keenan's glasses can't see? X-ray vision? No? Okay.
Yeah. Just to double check in case it was relevant.
So funny.
I was gonna be really particular about it and ask if it was a legendary action for the ribbon thing, because I could have interrupted
No,
him. So.
no, just a bonus action. It's essentially like Misty Step, but she can turn invisible after.
It's like Misty Step, but ribbons.
Cooler.
But ribbons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we still
It's
in
still
initiative? Or...
initiative.
Okay.
Zephyr, it's your go.
Zephyr's gonna go. Let's see if I have stuff here. Yeah, gonna use Cure Wounds on Nim, but I'm running out of spell slots. So I can only do first level, I think, on this, but just get Nim back up. Oh,
Save me.
okay. If my why D&D Beyond, why are you playing silly? Okay. Yep, and then roll. 17.
Nim, as you
I know.
revive from 2 failed death saves.
Oh. God damn.
Oh my god.
Yes, you roll a 6 and a 4.
Well, that was close. Thank you.
Still in initiative?
No, you are out. That was just to determine whether or not she dies or not.
Because I was gonna dash, bonus action dash, run, keep up with this creepy ass woman because I don't want her to get away.
I mean, if you want to try and find her, I guess you can try.
Yeah.
Yeah, make me a perception check.
So it's like Keenan, like, just run past me at this point.
That's an 11.
Yeah, you can't tell. It's
What's that?
in amongst the crowds of people. It's kind of hard to pin down the
Yeah,
specific.
that's fair.
Okay. As everything dies down,
Zephyr is gonna nuke the bridge.
you watch as some of the people begin to pick themselves back up and like spread out into the square. There is a rush of air as 3 winged armored figures descend, and 4 more guards run up the other side of the stairs to this massive platform that makes the middle. And they begin sort of moving over, talking to people. You notice a couple of people in like this sort of green metal armor intertwined with actual vines and leaves begin sort of casting healing magic over those that were injured. Is there anything you guys would want to do?
Zephyr would want to take a look at the 2 remaining, I guess, bodies that are there, and see if there's like anything distinct about either of them that would like maybe mark them as like where they came from, who they are, like why they were after her. Like, yeah, just kind of see if they have anything on them, any like iconography, anything that would lead her to believe they were part of like who they are as like a group of people. Like,
And make me investigation.
You inspect the Pink Panther themed song and clue activating.
investigation. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You lean down and pull off the owl mask, and underneath you can see pale skin, black hair, very tight features, long pointed, almost elven ears, and as you're looking over them, you can see sort of like dark, sprawling tattoos. On the other one, the guy that was wielding Hellfire, the sort of black, red, and metal-esque mask has split openly down the center, and you can see sort of a sharp smell of brimstone and smoke sort of curling from one of their gloved hands. The elven-looking person looks underneath sort of elegant festival clothes. You can see a lot of dark leather. There's climbing hooks. There's throwing blades, pieces of rope, and sort of metal clasps. And on the inside of their mask is a black sigil. Make me a history check.
It's 11.
Okay. Black sigil that you don't recognize.
She'd show it to Keenan. And I guess she'd just show it to the others in general. And see if they recognize it. Before handing our mask to Callan to do with what he wants.
I so want to interrogate this guy's mind. You have no idea. Anyway, so is it a history check from any of us that want to try and help identify?
Yes. Yeah.
Ooh.
It's a dirty 20 from me.
Okay.
Oh, it's only 7 from me.
I rolled 2 nat ones with advantage.
Wow, that is impressive. Keenan, the elf you would guess are colloquially known as shadow selves or shader kai. They are much like the drow, not a good group of people. Usually just reside in the Shadowfell, so it's very unusual to see one outside of that realm. The other person on the inside of their mask, you can see a gilded symbol of what you would take to be a sigil of the House of Asmodeus.
Okay.
And you would come to understand that he is in fact a warlock.
Mm-hmm.
So he is still human and not counted as a fiend.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't he know who I am?
Don't they know who I am?
You just wait until I tell my dad about this.
I was gonna say, if your father hears about this.
He's gonna be so pissed.
I think
So I look at everybody, and for the next 2 hours we're telepathically connected.
Ooh,
And
very
I-
nice.
Explain this to them, brain to brain, so no one overhears.
Mhm. On a 20, I would say you understand a little bit about the woman, the veiled woman. As you're both looking over the bodies and you're looking at like the ribbons and you're remembering how she looked with the mask and the sort of silk veil draped over her hat. She is often known as a lantern bride. They are a group of archfey from the Feywild.
That is very interesting. A warlock of Asmodeus working with an archfey.
Nim would like to inspect for
what, sorry?
The Helio Spiral? Is that what it's called? All of the Shattered Storm. She's looking for any.
Okay. You do not find it.
Okay. Interesting.
And that's like everything that they have on them. Like, they've not got anything in their pockets or anything in terms of.
Not really. From your investigation, it's very just generic things, and obviously the weapons they were wielding were conjured. It's like they had one purpose.
Yeah.
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 Do they don't okay, part of me feels like they were like they're just mercenaries that were paid to do something. So I'm wondering if they have a note or like a description of Zephyr or something that would like...
Who has to reach the summon an archfey as a mercenary though? That's some.
Yeah, that's true.
From what you saw,
Don't
she
take it
was
to hospital,
trying to put her mask on Zephyr's face.
And the mask disintegrated.
Yeah.
Is there any remnants of it at all?
No, so like when she took it off and tried to put it on yours, when it disintegrated, it reformed on her face.
Okay, right. So it was, yeah.
Callan, don't be putting that owl mask on anytime soon. Let's check it out later first.
You're already owly enough.
Yeah.
He's already got his festival mask, but he's taking it as like a trophy anyway, even though he didn't get to kill him. About sending a message, right?
If we think...
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, carry on. I was just going to say, if we think all of them were from other planes, do we think that the same thing happened to them, our water friends? Have they all been like displaced and that's why they're working together? Because they're like, why have we been taken out of our realm?
Possibly.
Okay. Our water friends were a bit more chaotic, other than Daddy, but they were just like attacking whatever. These guys seem to have a very specific purpose.
It's true.
And people stop taking things out on me for things I didn't do.
Never.
That would be nice, you know.
Do we need to do anything more at this scene, or do you guys want to disappear while I distract the guards?
There was one thing I wanted to ask. With Keenan telling us that it is a lantern bride and it is an archfey, could I look into if I know about them at all? The monster thing.
Yeah, actually, I guess so. Make me a history check.
Second one is a 18.
On an 18, lantern brides are they're usually gatekeepers for very sacred sites for the Fae, usually something arranged around water. During times of war, it was said that they aligned themselves with the divine to help trap the devils when they mounted an excursion to try and take over some portion of Sylvastria. Aside from that, they are quite powerful whilst they're in their own domain, equally quite powerful when they're out of it. Usually function by making deals most of the time. They are quite fond. They're much like hags in that purpose. They are quite fond of making deals.
Okay. So it's likely a pact that's brought these two together then. So something's made a pact with this Lenten bird to come after us.
Okay. Keenan, as you're looking around, you notice that one of these quite tall, armored, winged guards is talking to someone, and they turn and point at your group.
I walk over to them because I've been pointed at, and telepathically I'm going to say to the others, if you don't want to deal with this, you might want to kind of like slip away now. I'll deal with the guards. And I approach and I start giving a witness statement of what happened. Blow by blow account, exact description, but it all sounds very fanciful, especially because I'm a bard. But it's all true.
Okay. Make me
Is that a
persuasion.
specific?
Either persuasion or deception. That's up to you.
Zephyr specifically will try to use any distraction to slip away.
Yeah, Nim will go with her, like trying.
That is a 32.
They immediately become enraptured into your conversation and don't even look at the rest of your friends.
Sorry, when I said it's all true about what happened during the fight, but I will make out that we don't know each other, that we just happened to be together when we got attacked.
Okay.
As we're like moving, if I look around, do we see the turtle that gave Zephyr that mask?
Make me a perception check.
That's a nat 20 for 22.
The person, their stall, the entire portion of where they were standing is gone.
Okay.
Okay.
Need to find that guy.
Successfully persuading the guards that Keenan is one of the greatest warriors of his age, and that by himself and slightly assisted with some other people who aren't that important, gives them the information. They thank him. The stairway is sort of cordoned off a little bit. You can see a lot of guards staying around there. And the procession reforms along the higher terraces of the noble district. You can see now there are flit dancers remaining visible, floating and hovering overhead. Some of them are wearing sort of like eagle-esque masks, helms made of metal, and you can see a lot more of these chromatic guards appearing at intersections, sort of armor hidden beneath ceremonial cloaks and masks, as if to increase the amount of presence that they have. As night settles over Tazizrela, the last sunlight fading across the lake beneath the Vasilra Citadel, which is the citadel sitting atop a giant floating piece of rock that sits in the middle of this spiral. Gold becomes violet, violet becomes blue, and the towers of the inner spiral darken into silhouettes with the floating citadel gleaming at its own light. One by one, lanterns begin being lit throughout the city, floating glass orbs along bridges or lanterns in archways and candles in windows. And then as it each one lights, it's almost like it's timed. It goes from the Vasilra Citadel down through each spiral, sort of lighting as they go. Everyone's lighting their own lanterns. You've got gold in the residential streets, blue flame across the water and the channels, red and orange in around the ember courts, pale green witch lights flickering through some of the gardens, and in the arcane bazaar, so like purple and more magical light. Illusions begin to spill across the walls of Tazizrela, as living memories of ancient stories unfold across the stonework, projected through light, smoke, water, wind, and shadow. There is a giant made of root and stone that rises from the lower spiral, carrying a mountain on its shoulder before it breaks into some leaves. There, above the lake, a woman who is entirely made of wind turns beneath the Visceral Citadel and sort of lying gently, her hair stretching across the sky as 1,000 ribbons of clouds. The illusions change throughout the night, moving from district to district as the city's history unfolds. You get 4 figures stood at the edge of a lake as they make the first elemental oath, the forming of the city, the Shadelight's first mask. There is the storm above a court, a great storm over an elemental palace. At its center, there's a winged figure stood beneath black clouds. There was a little moment where you're watching it, and it's almost like a retelling of a battle that you have already seen, and that winged golden figure, the features are off and the armor's wrong, but it definitely looks like the champion of the Guardian. As the final illusions of the night begin to take place, a vast shape of light rises from the water. There's a dragon formed from a silver lantern, its wings spanning the space between the city spirals. The crowd erupts and children scream with delight, and as it circles above Viscera, leaving trails of gold and violet light behind it, its roar is soundless at first, rippling through the clouds, and above it, that rumble of a dragon's roar, people begin cheering and pointing and like shouting different things. From what you guys know, the Silver Dragons were essentially a protective force for Sylvastria during times of war. Not many, a few still around, but obviously maybe this is a moment in their history that they love. As that happens though, Kalanthar and Keenan, both of you sort of like tilt your head up at the illusion as there's a brief shimmering where parts of it look wrong, like there's something interfering with it. And from inside your pack, Zephyr, there's a little chirping noise as Kalanthar, your eyes of the owl sort of alight on the peak of the Viscera Citadel where the Council of the Shadelight meet and the Monarch's throne sits, as a blue dragon lands in its gardens, having flown under the illusion of something else, sort of alighting itself in the garden, bits of flowers and dirt thrown up. And we will leave it there. Okay, so yes, we will finish there, and until next time, this has been my Wyrdcast, and we'll catch you on the next one, which I believe is next week, right?
Yeah.
Next week.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I just won't be there.
Anyway, say goodbye, guys, for me.
Goodbye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Eternity's a gift, they say, to never cross the veil. This life I try to savor, and I try to no avail. Curse that mortal brevity which has rent you from my arms. Curse this cold eternity without you to keep me warm. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody. empty as I, now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady. Why do roses bloom in spring, only to wither and die? Was good in me, now back to darkness go I. Take with you my sanity, better madness than the pain of my want. All my effort is vanity, and I hear the ravens taunt. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody. As empty as I, now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady.